no. You know.
Había dos en una cama y el pequeño dijo: dense la vuelta, dense la vuelta. Todos se dieron la vuelta y uno se cayó. Había uno en una vuelta, una cama y el pequeño dijo: dense la vuelta, dense la vuelta. Vuelta y uno se cayó. Había uno en una cama y el pequeño dijo: había uno en una, dense la vuelta. Todos se dieron la vuelta y uno se cayó. Había dos en una cama y el pequeño dijo: dense la vuelta, dense la vuelta. Todos se dieron la vuelta y uno se cayó. Había uno, todos se dieron y el pequeño dijo: y él la vuelta. Todos se dieron la vuelta y uno se cayó. Había dos en una cama y el pequeño dijo: había dos en una cama y el pequeño dijo: dense la vuelta, dense la vuelta. Todos se dieron la vuelta y uno se cayó. Había uno en una cama y el pequeño dijo: buenas noches. Se dieron la vuelta y uno se cayó. Dense la vuelta, dense la vuelta. Todos se dieron la vuelta. Dense la vuelta. Todos se dieron la vuelta y uno se cayó. Había uno en una cama y el pequeño dijo: buenas noches. Había dos en una cama y el pequeño dijo: dense la vuelta, dense la vuelta. Todos se dieron la vuelta y uno se cayó. Había uno en una cama, uno se cayó. Había dos en una cama y el pequeño dijo: dense la vuelta, dense la vuelta. Todos se dieron la vuelta y uno se cayó. Todos se dieron la vuelta. Todos se dieron la vuelta y uno se cayó. Todos dense la vuelta. Todos se dieron la vuelta. Dense la vuelta. Todos se dieron la vuelta. Dense la vuelta. Dense la vuelta. Todos se dieron la vuelta y uno se todos se dieron la vuelta. Había 9 en una cama y el pequeño dijo: dense la vuelta, dense la vuelta. Todos se dieron la vuelta y uno se cayó. Todos se dieron la vuelta y uno se cayó. El pequeño dijo: dense la vuelta, dense la vuelta. Todos se dieron la vuelta y uno se cayó. Había 6 en una cama y el pequeño dijo: dense la vuelta, dense la vuelta. Todos se dieron la vuelta y uno se cayó. Había 5 en una cama y el pequeño dijo: dense la vuelta, dense la vuelta. Todos se dieron la vuelta y uno se cayó. Había 4 en una cama y el pequeño dijo: dense la vuelta, dense la vuelta. Todos se dieron la vuelta y uno se cayó. Había 3 en una cama y el pequeño dijo: dense la vuelta, dense la vuelta. Todos se dieron la vuelta y uno se cayó. Había 2 en una cama y el pequeño dijo: dense la vuelta, dense la vuelta. Todos se dieron la vuelta y uno se cayó. Vuelta, todos se dieron.
Twas a sunny day when I went to play down by the sea. I climbed aboard a pirate ship and the captain said to me, we're going this way, that way, forwards, backwards. Twas a sun.
There was a farmer had a dog.
How's the weather?
Let's go.
Five.
I have. I have. This is the way. This is the. One apple on my head. 2. 5 apples on my head. 6 apples on my head. Wibbly wobbly, wibbly wobbly, I will not let them fall. One apple on my head. 2 apples on my head. 3. This is the way we. This.
I'm as quiet as a mouse. Listen to me. Quiet as a mouse. Listen to me. Quiet as a mouse. Listen to me. Squeak, squeak, squeak. I'm as loud as a lion. Listen to me. Loud as a lion. Listen to me. Loud as a mouse. Listen to me. Quiet as a mouse. Listen to me. Quiet as a mouse. Listen to me. Squeak, squeak.
Peanut butter. Peanut.
If you have a little If you have a little fan of Super Simple at home, you need to get these Super Simple Sensory Plush Monsters. These have been approved by a child development expert for building core sensory skills so little ones can learn while they have fun. From crinkle textures to fun rattle noises, there are so many sensory experiences to explore. If you have a little fan of Super Simple at home, you need to get these Super Simple Sensory Plush Monsters. These have been approved by a child development expert for building core sensory skills so little ones can learn while they have fun. From crinkle textures to fun rattle noises, there are so many sensory experiences to explore. If you have a little fan of Super Simple at home, you need to get these Super Simple Sensory Plush Monsters. These have been approved by a child development expert for building core sensory. If you have a little fan of Super Simple at home, you need to get these Super Simple Sensory Plush Monsters. These have been approved by a child development expert for building core sensory skills so little ones can learn well. If you have a little fan of Super Simple at home, you need to get these Super Simple Sensory Plush Monsters. These have been approved by a child development expert for building core sensory skills so little ones can learn while they have fun. If you have a little fan of Super Simple at home, you need to get these Super Simple Sensory Plush Monsters. These have been approved by a child development expert for building core sensory skills so little ones can learn while they have fun. If you have a little fan of Super Simple at home, you need to get these Super Simple Sensory Plush Monsters. These have been approved by a child development expert for building core sensory skills so little ones can learn while they
You put your right
Out in the woods, there was a tree, the prettiest tree that you ever did see. Well, out in the woods.
Okay, guys, take it away.
Downward dog sweaters.
Branded sage.
We need new sound
Yoga
bowls.
mats for cats.
Steph, did we miss anything?
Recap sent.
В постели было 10, и маленький сказал: перевернитесь, перевернитесь. И они перевернулись. перевернулись, и один из них упал. В постели было 10, и маленький сказал: перевернитесь, перевернитесь. В постели было 10, и маленький сказал: перевернитесь, перевернитесь. И они перевернулись, и один из них упал. В постели было 9, и маленький сказал: перевернитесь, перевернитесь. И они перевернулись, и один из них упал. В постели было 10, и маленький сказал: перевернитесь, перевернитесь. И они перевернулись, и один из них упал. В постели было 9, и маленький сказал: перевернитесь, перевернитесь. И они перевернулись. В постели было 9, и маленький сказал: перевернитесь, перевернитесь. И они перевернулись, и один из них упал.
Scurry, scurry went the little white mouse. Scurry, scurry went the little white mouse one day. Scurry, scurry went the little white mouse. Scurry, scurry. Clip, clop went the little brown horse one day. Clip, clop.
Anillo de rosas.
At Lalamove, we make delivery fast and simple, no matter what you've got to send. We're a friend indeed to those in need of an expert delivery friend. It's
I'm lonely, I'm lonely. Arf, there are arf everywhere and arf, arf. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm she had a spider, E-I-E-I-O. With a scurry, scurry here and a scurry, scurry there. And here a scurry, there a scurry, everywhere a scurry, scurry. E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm she had a spider, E-I-E-I-O. E-I-O. With a scurry, scurry here and a here are arf, there are arf everywhere and arf, arf. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm she had a spider, E-I-E-I-O. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm she had a spider, E-I-E-I-O. With a scurry, scurry where an arf, arf. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm she had a spider, E-I-E-I-O. With a scurry, scurry here and a scurry, scurry there. And here a scurry, there a scurry, everywhere a scurry, scurry. Old scurry, scurry, there, and here a scurry, there a scurry, everywhere a scurry, scurry. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm she had a crocodile, E-I-E-I-O. With a snap, snap, here, everywhere an arf, arf. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm she had a spider, E-I-E-I-O. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm she had a spider, E-I-E-I-O. With a scurry, scurry here and a scurry, scurry there. And here a scurry, there a scurry, everywhere a scurry, scurry. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm she had a crocodile. Here and a arf, arf there. Here a arf, there a arf, everywhere an arf, arf. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm she had a spider, E-I-E. An arf, arf. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm she had a spider, E-I-E. Had a farm. MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm she had a spider, E-I-E-I-O. With a scurry. And on that farm she had a spider and an owl. There, here a ow, there a ow, everywhere a ow, ow. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm she had a sea.
Tara!
There, here a E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm she had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm she had a spider, E-I-E. Everywhere an arf, arf. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O. And on that farm she had a spider, E-I-E-I-O. With a scurry, scurry here and a scurry, scurry there. And here. With a scurry, scurry here and a scurry, scurry there. E-I-O. With a scurry, scurry. Spider. And on that farm she had a spider, E-I.
One fell out and bumped its head.
animals jumping in the hay.
Five little animals jumping in the hay. One fell off and bumped its head. The farmer called the doctor and the animals. Five little animals jumping in the hay. One fell off and bumped its head. Jumping in the hay. One fell off and bumped its head. The farmer called the doctor and bumped its head. The farmer called the doctor and the doctor said, "No more animals jumping in the
sayang. Nakapag-budget na ako.
May SP
Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. E-I-E-I-O. Here a neigh, there a neigh, everywhere a neigh, neigh. Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. A farm. E-I-E-I-O. Old MacDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on his farm, oh. Old MacDonald.
I'm the scariest of all, and I make this sound. Run!
Come on, let's go to the Let's spin the color wheel and see where it lands. Let's spin the color wheel. Let's spin the color wheel and see where it lands. Let's spin the color wheel. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and that's the color wheel.
What color did the color wheel land on? That's right, red. Amazing. Let's name some things that are red. Strawberries, cherries, fire trucks, ladybugs. Very good. Should we spin the color wheel again?
Let's spin the color wheel and see where it lands. Let's spin the color wheel and see where it lands. Let's spin the color wheel. Let's spin the color wheel and see where it lands. Let's spin the color wheel. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and that's the color wheel.
What color did...
Learning colors. Orange. This fruit is called an orange because it's the color orange. Black. This paw print is black. Brown. This little boy's hair is brown. Red. The apple is red. Blue. This butterfly is blue. Green. This floating leaf is green. Purple. Grapes are purple. Yellow. This rubber duck is yellow. Pink. The pretty flower is pink.
Colors. Things that are brown. Rocking horse. Football. Bear. Things that are pink. Pig. Cake. Roses. Things that are black. Bat. Hat. Guitar. Things that are white. Cake. Roses. Things that are black. Bat. Bear. Things that are pink. Pig. Cake. Roses. Things that are black. Bat. Hat. Guitar. Things that are white. Snowman. Baseball. Things that are white. Snowman. Baseball. Egg. Grapes. Butterfly. Flowers. Things that are red. Ladybug. Apple. Stop. Colors for kids. Things that are red. Ladybug. Apple. Stop sign. Wagon. Things that are orange. Pumpkin. Basketball. Carrot. Things that are yellow. Bananas. Sun. School bus. Bee. Things that are green. Turtle. Tree. Frog. Things that are blue. Dress. A bike. Book. Things that are purple. Grapes. Butterfly. Flowers. Things that are brown. Rocking horse. Football. Bear. Things that are pink. Pig. Cake. Roses. Things that are black. Bat. Egg. Thanks for watching.
Let's play a game. Can you match these shapes? Which shape fits this fish's body? Wrong heads. Can you match the farm animal's head to its body?
Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Row, row, row your boat gently up the creek. If you see a little mouse, don't forget to squeak. Row, row, row your boat gently down.
Are you hiding? Are you hiding, polar bear? Are you sleeping? Are you sleeping, grizzly bear?
Polar bear. Even though polar bears are polar bear's fur is
And that was all. She counted them 1, 2, 3.
We're going.
you found
Mammoth!
Wow! What am I? I'm small and green and I make this sound. Ribbit, ribbit, ribbit. Yes, of all and I make this sound. Run! It's a dinosaur! Scariest of all and I make this sound. Run! It's a dinosaur! And I make this sound.
60% of the world's puffins live. You're doing really well. Wrong heads. Can you match the jungle animal's head to its body?
I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here is my handle and here is my spout. When I get all steamed up, hear me shout. Tip me over and pour me out. I'm a special teapot, yes it's true. Little teapot, short and stout. Here is my handle and here is my spout. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. Up Jack got and home did trot as fast as he could caper. He went to bed to mend his head. With vinegar and brown paper. Jack and Jill.
She went to the baker's to buy him some bread, but when she came back, the dog wasn't dead. She took a clean dish to get him some tripe, but when she came back, he was smoking a pipe. She went to the alehouse to get him some beer, but when she came back, the dog said,
Mano izquierda, cabo la derecha.
the baker's to buy him some bread, but when she came back, she went to the alehouse. Back he was playing the flute. She went to the tailor's to buy him a coat, but when she came back he was riding a goat. She went to the hatter's to buy him a hat, but when she came back he was feeding her cat. He was riding fruiterers to buy him some fruit, but when she came back he was playing the flute. She went to the tailor's to buy him a coat, but when she came back he was riding a goat. She went to the hatter's to buy him a hat, but when she came back he was feeding her cat. She went to the barber's to buy him a wig, but when she came back he was dancing a jig. She went to the cobbler's to buy him some shoes, but when she came back he was reading the news. She went to the seamstress to buy him some linen, but when she came back the dog was spinning. She went to the hosier's to buy him some hose, but when she came back he was dressed in his clothes. The dame made a curtsy, the dog made a bow. The dame said, "Your servant," the dog said, "Bow wow."
Mano izquierda, gabble, 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 gabble. Gabble, gabble, hace el pavo, gabble, gabble, hace el pavo, gabble, gabble, gabble. Puedo ya bailar. Mano izquierda, gabble, gabble, hace el pavo, gabble, gabble, hace el pavo, gabble, gabble, gabble. Puedo ya bailar, puedo ya correr, puedo ya un pavo comer. Es acción de gracias, todo estará bien. Pavo, vamos a comer. A un pavo comer. Es acción de gracias, todo estará bien. Pavo, vamos a comer. Comer. Es acción de gracias, todo estará bien. Pavo, vamos a comer. Pastel de calabaza, bueno para mi panza y gente para disfrutar. Gabble, gabble, gabble.
Daddy finger, daddy finger.
Express goes choo choo choo, choo choo choo, through the jungle. The hippo on the train goes rumble rumble rumble. The bear on the train goes growl growl growl, growl growl growl, growl growl growl. The bear on the train goes growl growl growl, all through the jungle. The monkeys on the train goes chatter chatter chatter, chatter chatter chatter, chatter chatter chatter. The monkeys on the train goes chatter chatter chatter, all through the jungle. The hippo on the train goes rumble.
Enjoy 0% interest deals with SPay Later. Shop from over 100 0%
With a woof woof here and a woof woof there, here a woof, there a woof, everywhere a woof.
One fell off and he bumped his head. Mummy called the doctor and the doctor said, no more monkeys jumping on the bed. 4 little monkeys jumping on the bed. One fell off and he bumped his head. Mummy called the doctor and the doctor said,
one fell off and bumped his. One fell off and bumped his. One fell off and bumped his head. Mama called the. One fell off and bumped his. Off and 5 little monkeys jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his. One fell off and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said,
No more monkeys jumping on the bed.
4 little monkeys jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped her head. Mama called the doctor and the doctor. Bob. Fantastic. 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 Yeah.
Rock and learn.
Blue. Orange.
BDO Pay. Install and go.
graph. Great job! Now, see if you can read these words before me or along with me. These words have the letters GR at the beginning.
Seesaw. Seesaw. Down. Down. Up. Up. Wagon. Wagon. Down. Down. Seesaw. Down. Down. Seesaw. Seesaw. Down. Down. Up. Up. Down. 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 Up. Banana. Banana. Milk. Down. 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 Up. Picnic. Picnic. Plate. Plate. Napkin. Napkin. Basket. Basket. Plate. Plate. Napkin. Napkin. Basket. Basket. Sit. Sit. Apple. Apple. Eat the apple. Eat the apple. Banana. Banana. Milk. Milk. Watermelon. Watermelon. Up. Cup. Pour the milk. Pour the milk. Cup. Pour the milk. Pour the milk. Pour. Pour the milk. Pour the milk. Cup. Cup. Pour the milk. Cup. Pour the milk. Seesaw. Down. Down. Up. Up. Wagon. Wagon. Pull the wagon. Pull the wagon. Swing. Swing. Slide. Slide. Helmet. Helmet. Bike. Bike. Ride the bike. Ride the bike. Ball. Ball. Throw the ball. Throw the ball. Catch the ball. Catch the ball. Bounce the ball. Bounce the ball. Kick the ball. Kick the ball. Bounce the ball.
Kick the ball. Pull. Picnic. Picnic. Plate. Plate. Swing. Stairs. Table. Table. Truck. Truck. Ball. Ball. Train. Train. Toys. Toys. Car. Car. Plane. Doll. 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 Airplane. Airplane. Doll. 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 Airplane. Airplane. Doll. Airplane. Airplane. Doll. Doll. Book. Book.
talk and learn.
Well, hello everyone. I am Mother Goose. My, it's good to see your bright smiling faces.
Old Mother Hubbard went to the cupboard to get her poor dog a bone. But when she got there, the
Little boy blue, come blow your horn. The sheep's in the meadow, the cow's in the corn. But where is the boy who looks after the sheep? He's under a haystack, he's fast asleep. Will you wake him? No, not I. For if I do, he's sure to cry. Little boy blue, come blow your horn. The sheep's in the meadow, the cow's in the corn. But where is the boy who looks after the sheep? He's under a haystack, he's fast asleep. Will you wake him? No, not I. For if I do, he's sure to cry.
La 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 la
Oh, do you know the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man? Oh, do you know the Muffin Man who lives on Drury Lane? Oh yes, we've seen the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man. Oh yes, we've seen the Muffin Man who lives on Drury Lane. Oh, do you know the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man? Oh, do you know the Muffin Man who lives on Drury Lane?
There were 10 in the bed, and the little one said, "Roll over, roll over." So they all rolled over, and one fell out. There were 9 in the bed, and the little one said, "Roll over, roll over." So they all rolled over, and one fell out.
Doggyland, yay!
Wow, wow, wow.
I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here is my handle, here is my spout. When I get all steamed up, hear me shout. Tip me over and pour me out. Left hand on the hip, right hand pointing out. Left hand is the handle. Stop.
Wow, wow, wow.
I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here is my handle, here is my spout. When I get all steamed up, hear me shout. Tip me over and pour me out. Left hand on the hip. Doggyland, yay!
Wow, wow, wow.
I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here is my handle, here is my spout. When I get all steamed up, hear me shout. Tip me over and pour me out. Left hand on the hip, right hand pointing out. Left hand is the handle, right hand is left me over and pour me handle here.
Phonux Advance.
Hello mga kapuso. Wow, wow, wow.
Is everything okay, Billy?
I'm trying to do this puzzle, but I think it's too hard.
I have a song to help you. We sure are.
Shake your left hand, gobble, shake your right hand, gobble, shake your tail now, gobble, gobble, gobble. Shake your left foot, gobble, shake your right foot, gobble, shake your tail now, gobble, gobble, gobble. Gobble, gobble, the turkey goes, gobble, gobble, the turkey goes, gobble, gobble, gobble. Gobble, gobble, the turkey goes, gobble, gobble, the turkey goes, gobble, gobble, gobble. Can I have a beat? Can I move my feet? Can I have a turkey to eat? It's Thanksgiving, let's go all in where we have a turkey to eat. There's pumpkin pie, there's stuffing, oh my, and the people go all in where we have a turkey to eat. There's pumpkin pie, there's stuffing, oh my, and the people gobble. Can I have a beat? Can I move my feet? Can I have a turkey to eat? It's Thanksgiving, let's go all in where we have a turkey to eat. There's pumpkin pie, there's stuffing, oh my, and the people that I love are near. Gobble, gobble, the turkey goes, gobble, gobble, the turkey goes, gobble, gobble, gobble. Can I have a beat? Can I move my feet? Can I have a turkey to eat? It's Thanksgiving, let's go all in where we have a turkey to eat. There's pumpkin pie, there's stuffing, oh my, and the people a turkey to eat. It's Thanksgiving, let's go all in where we have a turkey to eat. There's pumpkin pie, there's stuffing, oh my, and the people that I love are near. Shake your left hand, gobble, shake your right hand, gobble, shake your tail now, gobble, gobble, gobble. Shake your left foot, gobble, shake your right foot, gobble, shake your tail. Three little babies, three little babies, three little babies jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head.
Baby shark.
Three little babies, three little babies jump. Three little babies. Three little babies. Three little babies. Three little. Three little babies. Three little babies. Three little babies.
Baby shark.
little babies jumping on the bed. Three little babies jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. Three little babies.
Baby shark do 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 do. Baby shark do do. Baby.
Three little babies. It's Halloween. Three little babies. Three little doctor said. Three little babies jumping on the doctor said. Three little head. Mama. Three little bed. One called the doctor and the doctor said, three little babies jumping on the bed. Three little babies jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor and the doctor gobble, shake your right foot, gobble, shake your tail now, gobble, gobble, gobble. Gobble, gobble, the turkey goes, gobble, gobble, the turkey goes, gobble, gobble, gobble. Gobble, gobble, the turkey goes, gobble, gobble, the turkey goes, gobble, gobble, gobble. Can I have a beat? Can I move my feet? Can I have a turkey to eat? It's Thanksgiving, let's go all in where we have a turkey to eat. There's pumpkin pie, there's stuffing, oh my, and the people that I love are near. Gobble, the turkey goes, gobble, gobble, the turkey goes, gobble, gobble, gobble. Can I have a beat? Can I move my feet? Gobble, the turkey goes, gobble, gobble, gobble. Gobble, gobble, the turkey goes, gobble, gobble, the turkey goes, gobble, gobble, gobble. Can I have a beat? Can I move my feet? Can I have
Tego Mini.
have a turkey to eat. It's Thanksgiving, let's go all in where we have a turkey to eat. There's pumpkin pie, there's stuffing, oh my, and the people that I love are near. Let's go all in where we have a turkey to eat. There's pumpkin pie, there's stuffing, oh my. The turkey goes gobble, gobble, the turkey goes gobble, gobble, gobble. Can I have a beat? Can I move my feet? Can I have a turkey to eat? It's Thanksgiving, let's go all in where we have a turkey to eat. There's pumpkin pie, there's stuffing, oh my, and the people that I love are near. Shake your left hand, gobble, shake your right hand, gobble, shake your tail now, gobble, gobble, gobble. Shake your left foot, gobble, shake your right foot, gobble, shake your tail now, gobble, gobble, gobble. Gobble, gobble, the turkey goes, gobble, gobble, the turkey goes, gobble, gobble, gobble. Gobble, gobble, the turkey goes, gobble, gobble, the turkey goes, gobble, gobble, gobble. Can I have a beat? Can Three little baby, doctor said. Three little babies jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said, no more babies jumping on the bed.
Fem små apor hoppa i sängen, fem små apor hoppa i sängen, en ramlar ner och slog. Fem små apor hoppa i sängen, fem små apor hoppa i sängen, en ramlar ner och slog huvudet. Mamma ringde. Apor hoppa i sängen, fem små apor hoppa i sängen, en ramlar ner och slog huvudet. Mamma ringde doktorn och doktorn sa, inga små. Fem små apor hoppa i sängen, fem små apor hoppa i sängen. Fem små apor hoppa i sängen, en ramlar ner och slog huvudet. Mamma ringde.
Ooh. Ooh, what's that?
One-hand online cash loan app. Get it today.
Mommies, it's raining. Let's all get into the ark. The was all that he could see.
The animals went in two by two, hurrah, hurrah. The animals went in two by two, hurrah, hurrah. The animals went in two by two, the elephant and the kangaroo, and they all went into the ark, for to get out of the suck his thumb, and they all go marching down to the ground to get out of the rain. The ants go marching two by two, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching two by two, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching two by two. The little stops to tie his shoe, and they all go marching down to the ground to get out of the rain. The ants go marching three by three, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching three by three, hurrah, hurrah. The ants go marching three.
Away, stay away. Stay away. True. If you come too close, you will fly away. I feel like a sneeze and it just won't freeze, like a dozen buzzing bees swinging on a trapeze in my. Coo 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 coo, the crow goes coo 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 coo, the cuckoo goes coo 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 coo, the cuckoo coos. Cluck cluck cluck, the hen goes cluck 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 cluck, the hen goes cluck. Quack quack quack, the duck goes quack 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 quack, the duck goes quack. Chop chop chop, the sparrow chop 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 chop, the sparrow chops. Gobble
Klook. Travel, hotels, leisure.
Rover won't bark. Mama's gonna buy you a horse and cart. And if that won't pull, Mama's gonna buy you a cart and bull. And if that cart and bull turn over, Mama's gonna buy you a dog named Rover. And if that dog named Rover won't bark, Mama's gonna buy you a horse. Little baby, don't say a word. Mama's gonna buy you a mockingbird. And if that mockingbird don't sing, Mama's gonna buy you a diamond ring. And if that diamond ring turns brass, Mama's gonna buy you a looking glass. And if that looking glass is broke, Mama's gonna buy you a billy goat. And if that billy goat won't pull, Mama's gonna buy you a cart and bull. And if that cart and bull, Mama's gonna buy you a billy goat. And if that billy goat won't pull, Mama's gonna buy you a cart and bull. And if that cart and bull turn over, Mama's gonna buy you a dog named Rover. And if that dog named Rover won't bark, Mama's gonna buy you a horse and cart. And if that horse and cart fall down, you'll still be the sweetest little baby in bark. Mama's gonna buy you a horse and cart. And if that horse and cart fall down,
The animals rush back all in a crowd. Hurrah, hurrah. The little two biggest all shouting out loud. Hurrah, hurrah. The animals ran back all in a crowd. The little two biggest all shouting out loud. They all
Went back to the farm.
all in a crowd. The little two biggest all shouting out loud. They all
Went back to the farm.
shouting out loud. Hurrah, hurrah. The animals ran back all in a crowd. The little two biggest all shouting out loud. They all
Went back to the farm.
The little two biggest all shouting out loud. Hurrah, hurrah. The animals ran back all in a crowd. The little two biggest all shouting out loud. They all
Went back to the farm.
out loud. Hurrah, hurrah. The animals ran back all in a crowd. The little two biggest all shouting out loud. They all
Went back to the farm.
The animals rushed back all in a crowd. Hurrah, hurrah. The little two biggest all shouting out loud. Hurrah, hurrah. The animals ran back all in a crowd. The little two biggest all shouting out loud. They all
Went back to the farm.
The little two biggest all shouting out loud. Hurrah, hurrah. The animals ran back all in a crowd. The little two biggest all shouting out loud. They all
Went back to the farm.
hurrah. The little two biggest all shouting out loud. Hurrah, hurrah. The animals ran back all in a crowd. The little two biggest all shouting out loud. They all
Went back to the farm. Went back to the farm.
for there was no more rain.
Went back to the farm.
Hurrah! The animals ran back all in a crowd. The little two biggest all shouting out loud. They all
Went
animals ran back all in a crowd. The little two biggest all shouting out loud. They all
Went back to the farm.
two biggest all shouting out loud. They all
Went back.
ran back all in a crowd. The little two biggest all shouting out loud. They all
Went back to the farm. Went back.
Mommies, it's raining. Let's all get into the ark. The animals went in 9 by 9. Hurrah, hurrah. The spiders and the mice, they stood in a line. Hurrah, hurrah. The animals went in 9 by 9. The spiders and the mice all stood in a line. And they all animals went in 9 by 9. The spiders and the mice all stood. Spiders and the mice, they stood in a line. Hurrah, hurrah. The animals went in 9 by 9. The spiders and the mice all stood in a line. And they all went into the ark. All went into the ark for to get out of the rain.
BDO Pay. Install and go.
a clucking fat hen. Hurrah! Hurrah! The animals went in 10 by 10, the horse in front of a clucking fat hen, and they all went into the ark. All went into the ark. All went into the ark for to get out of the rain. The animals went in 7 by 7. Hurrah! Hurrah! The little pig thought he was going to heaven. Hurrah! Hurrah! The animals went in 7 by 7. The little pig thought he was going to heaven, and they all went into the ark. All went into the ark for to get out of the rain. The animals went in 8 by 8. Hurrah! Hurrah! The elephant ran 'cause he thought he was late. Hurrah! Hurrah! The animals went in 8 by 8. The elephant ran 'cause he thought he was late, and they all went into the ark. All went into the ark. Into the ark. All went into the ark for to get out of the rain. The animals went in 9 by 9. Hurrah! Hurrah! The spiders and the mice, they stood in a line. Hurrah! Hurrah! The animals went in 9 by 9. The spiders and the mice all stood in a line, and they all went into the ark. All went into the ark for to get out of the rain.
В постели было 10. В постели было 10, и маленький сказал: перевернитесь, перевернитесь. И они перевернулись, и один из них упал. В постели было 9, и маленький сказал: перевернитесь, перевернитесь. И они перевернулись, и перевернитесь, перевернитесь. И они в постели было 9, и маленький сказал: перевернитесь, перевернитесь. И они перевернулись, и один из них упал. И маленький сказал: перевернитесь, перевернитесь. И они перевернулись, и один из них упал. В постели было 9, и маленький сказал: перевернитесь, перевернитесь. И они
Mano izquierda, mano.
Anillo de errores y otras cosas. ¡Achí!
Don't want no empty
Aïe! Il y en avait 9 dans un lit et le petit a dit retournez-vous, retournez-vous. Ils se sont tous retournés et un est tombé. Aïe! Il y en avait 8 dans un lit et le petit a... Il y en avait 10 dans un lit et le petit a dit retour. Et si nous jouions à la ronde? À la ronde, jolie ronde, des bouquets plein la poche. Attention, nous Et si nous jouions à la ronde? À la ronde, jolie ronde, des bouquets plein la poche. Attention, Et si nous jouions à la ronde? À la ronde, jolie ronde, des bouquets plein la poche. Attention, attention.
Oh my baby, oh my wheels on the bus.
Little shapes jumping on the bed. Star fell off and bumped his head. Said, circle fell off and bumped his head. Square called the shapes jumping on the bed. One little shape jumping on the bed. Circle fell off and bumped his head. Square called the doctor and three little shapes jumping on the bed. Star fell off and bumped his head. Oval called the doctor and the doctor said, no more shapes jumping on the bed. Five little shapes jumping on the bed. Square fell off and bumped his star called the bed. Four little shapes jumping on the bed. Triangle fell off and bumped his head. Star. Five little shapes jump. 5 little shapes jumping on the bed. Square fell off and
Five little babies. Five little babies jumping on the bed. One bounced high and hit his head. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said,
No more jumping. It's time.
Head. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said, babies jumping on the bed. One bounced high and hit his head. Mama called the doctor and hit his. 5 little mommies jumping. 5 little babies jumping on the bed. One went and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said,
No more.
5 little mommies jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped her head. Carol called the doctor and the doctor said,
No.
If you're puppies and you know it, wag your tail. If you're puppies and you know it, wag your tail. Puppies and you.
little shapes jumping on the bed. Star fell off and bumped his head. Look, and you...
Five little babies jumping on the bed. One went and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said,
No more jumping, it's time for bed.
Four little babies jumping on the bed. One bounced high and hit his head. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said, Four little babies jumping on the bed. One bounced high and hit his head. Mama called the doctor. One went and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said,
No more jumping, it's time for bed.
Four little babies jumping on the bed. One bounced high and hit his head. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said,
No more jumping, it's time for bed.
Five little babies jumping on the bed. One went and bumped his head. Mama
his head. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said,
No more jumping. It's time for bed.
5 little babies jumping on the bed. One went and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said,
No more jumping. It's time for bed.
Four little babies jumping on the bed. One bounced high and hit his head. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said,
No more jumping. It's time for bed.
Five little babies jumping on the bed. One went and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said,
No more jumping. It's time for bed.
Four little babies jumping on the bed. One bounced high and hit his head. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said,
No more jumping. It's time for bed.
Five little babies jumping on the bed. One went and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said,
No more jumping. It's time for bed.
Four little babies jumping on the bed. One bounced high and hit his head. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said,
No more jumping. It's time for bed.
Five little babies jumping on the bed. One went and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said,
No more jumping. It's time for bed.
Four little babies jumping on the bed. One bounced high and hit his head. Mama called four little babies jumping on the bed. One bounced high and hit his head. Bounced high and hit his the dog his head. Four little babies jumping on the bed. One bounced high and hit his head. Mama called the doctor and the doctor said,
No more jumping. It's time for bed.
5 little babies jumping on the bed. One went and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor.
1, 2,
5 little babies. 5 little.
Des bouquets
One Hand online cash loan app.
All rolled over and one fell out. Ow! Roll over. So they all rolled over and one fell out. Ouch! Over and one fell out. Ouch! So they all rolled over and one fell out. Roll over. So they all rolled over and one fell out. Ouch! Roll over. So they all rolled over and one fell out. Ouch!
Purple.
Roll over. So they all rolled over and one fell out. Ouch! There were 5 in the bed and over. So they all rolled over and one fell out. Rolled over and one fell out. Ouch! 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 One fell out. Ouch! Ouch! Roll over. So they all rolled over and one fell out. Ouch! There were roll over. So they all rolled over and one fell out. Rolled over and one fell out. Ouch! Ouch! And one fell out. Ouch! Fell out. Rolled over and one fell out. Ouch! Over. So they all rolled over and one fell out.
Score epic.
Cash.
One fell out. Ouch! Over and one fell out. Ouch! So they all rolled over and one fell out. Ouch! Out. Ouch! Out. Ouch! There were all rolled over and one fell out. Ouch! There were 6 in the bed and the little one said, roll over, roll over. So they all rolled over and one fell out. Ouch! There were 4 over and one fell out. Ouch! The one said, roll over. Little one said, roll over, roll over. So they all rolled over and one fell out. Over. Ouch! Over and one fell out. Ouch! Over. So they all rolled over and one fell out. Ouch! Roll over. So they all rolled over and one fell out. Ouch! There were 4, so they all rolled over and one fell out. Ouch! And little one said, roll over, roll over. So they all rolled over and one fell out. Ouch! Out. Ouch! And one fell out. Ouch! So they all rolled over and one fell out. Ouch! There were 5. So they all rolled over and one fell out. Ouch! All rolled over and one fell out. Ouch! There were 5 in the bed and the little one said, roll over. Look at those jumping. Ouch! Ouch! There were were 5 in the bed, and the little one said, roll over, roll over. So they out. Ouch! There were 5 in the bed, and the little one said, roll over, roll over. So they all rolled over, and one fell out. Ouch! There were 4 in the bed, and the little one said, roll over, roll